So this is probably the final prototype video for the CRZ hacking for now, for the supercapacitors. So this is a nice neat box which is going to sit on top of the IPU there in the back, so everything's all nice and neatly contained. And basically what we have is, we have on this side here, we have three 48 volt DC to DC converters in series. They're just 1 watt, little low current devices, and they're providing a fixed 115 volts for the BCM fooler, which is the resistor matrix here. There's also a switched high voltage here, so when this is activated it pulls this down to the 85 volts, which is the peak power point, which we've discussed before. So that seems to be working fine. Then we've got the IPU interceptor here, which intercepts signals from the PDU unit between the PDU and the PCM. So yeah, that's fine, and that obviously controls this as well over on this side. Serial signals coming in and out of here. The current sensor connects into here, and this fixed PPP point power hack activates at over 50 or 60 amps assist current, and then this comes into play. What I'm actually going to do is, when I move to the next stage, is I'm going to have this activated by throttle position rather than just a random current. And then we have the current hack over on this side, and this is the plus 22% hack, which I'm happy with at the moment, so I'm just going to plug that into there in a minute. So basically that just fits on the back of the IPU, and you'll see that shortly. So once I finish this and got this in and running and trundling around a bit, do a bit more testing, then I'm probably going to move to this, which I'll mount something like this in one of these big cases. This is one of my OBD2 CNC devices. Then this will take over the role of the IPU interceptor, but it'll be obviously be configurable on the fly, and I'll be able to see what it's doing. And it should be a lot easier for me to use. I'll still have the current hack, and I'll still have the high voltage thing. I might build those onto a proper printed circuit board. So you get the idea. So the next stage after this prototype will be an OBD2 CNC based prototype in the back here, and this will also communicate with the one on the dash at the front, so they'll be talking to each other and passing messages back and forth. And this one can also pick up things like throttle position sensor for itself, so this can activate the peak power point hack on its own if we configure it to do so using the buttons, etc. So that's what's going to happen. I'm basically going to fit one of these in here or in another box and go from there. So as regards balancing, they've all stayed very well in balance, the Supercaps at the moment, but I've been fiddling around with these, so I've made these up now, and what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put these in one of these boxes. Again, these boxes fit nicely in here, so I may put 2 into one box, or 1 into 2 separate boxes, and put a clear plastic cover on instead of the opaque cover here, so I can see the balancing LEDs. And then that'll give me an idea if and when they are balancing. Now, I'm only going to plug these in when I actually think I need to balance them, so they're not going to be fitted in the car permanently. They'll just be like a balancing box which I can plug in every now and again if and when the supercapacitors need them. So that's where we are at the minute. Still tinkering around, loads of work going on, and lots more work to do as always.